coming at you with my Week 5 picks. Did real crappy, 7-9. And what's worse is that the Cowboys lost. So, like always, I mean, I'm going to be doing my Cowboys versus Packers video separately. But let's get on with these picks. Triple S Cowboys 90. You're going to be with me on this one, okay? I mean, you may not like the picks I pick, but that's okay. You with me, brother. The New England tomorrow night's game, Thursday night game. New England Patriots goes to Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, it doesn't look like an upset because New England's defense has been very poorly. They've been allowing a lot of teams over 30 points. As long as Jameis Winston doesn't give this game to Tom Brady, make it easy for Tom Brady. Tom Brady's going to keep this close. Him and Brandon Cooks have a great tandem going on. But as long as Jameis Winston can get the ball to the players, Mike Evans, Deshaun Jackson, all those guys, they should win this game. Gerald McCoy is a beast on defense, so they should win this game on a short week on top of that. Next is the Buffalo Bills at the Cincinnati Bengals. I got the Buffalo Bills. Cincinnati, yeah, they beat the Cleveland Browns. Woo! I picked them and I lost. I was wrong, but not a big deal. Buffalo Bills, they stole some headlines last week. They're not really stealing headlines on the way they're playing, but they did steal some headlines by beating Atlanta at Atlanta. That says a lot. But they're playing very, very solid football. They play very, very good complementary football. So yeah, I got the Buffalo Bills. Next is the New York Jets at the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland, you blow it. I picked you guys twice, and you guys let me know. You guys let me know. But New York Jets, again, we was teasing that they're gonna be 1-50, maybe, or they were kind of considering that, but they've been running the ball better. Their defense has been, very serviceable. And Cleveland Browns, the wide receivers, they're not helping Kaiser at all. I'm not a guy that gushes over quarterbacks at all, but that kid is playing his heart out, and he's not getting the help from his receivers. So Jets is gonna take this game. Next is the Carolina Panthers at the Detroit Lions. I got the Detroit Lions, even though Carolina Panthers got their big win against New England. I just think this game you're gonna really feel the difference of not having Greg Olsen. Detroit Lions, they actually, in my opinion, they should be the one of the undefeated teams right now, but they got screwed. And they're another team. They're not playing overly excited football. They're just playing very solid football, complementary football. Their defense is not giving up anything crazy. And the offense is not putting them in. They just get the job done. They just keep it going, and win the game. In all 4 quarters. Next is the San Francisco 49ers versus the Indianapolis Colts. 49ers came close, but no cigar. I'm going to stick with the whole team. I was kind of thinking of taking San Francisco, but I'm going to stick with the home team here with the Indianapolis Colts. Being that, on top of that, West Coast teams have a hard time traveling to East Coast, so, well, not really East Coast, but, Brissett has been playing, pretty good. I know, but, going to Seattle, what you expected out of that. For a little while, I was kind of I joked around that, will they trade Luck, Andrew Luck? I kind of joked that because he got a tied at 18, and, I was half joking, but, Brissett has been, doing pretty good. Next is the Tennessee Titans at the Miami Dolphins. I know they marked Marcus Mariota at limited, but what did he do during practice? Did he just walk around and shoot a ball a couple times, and they had to put him as limited? Um, I don't know, but they look like the reports are saying like, oh yeah, he's trying. Um, I'm gonna stick with them. I'm gonna go with the Tennessee Titans on this one. I don't know what's going on with the offense of the Miami Dolphins. Like I should talk, yeah. Yeah, the Tennessee Titans. I just think they're gonna be overall. With their running game, their defense can probably pull out the victory on this one. Next is the Los Angeles Chargers versus the New York Giants. I'm gonna go with the New York Giants. What's crazy about this one though is this one is a little bit scary because three big names on their defense is missing, and that's what's been keeping the Giants in this. Even any credibility because of Olivia Vernon, JPP, Janoris Jenkins, all those guys is what's keeping them from calling them the other Cleveland Browns. They have a defense that they can hang their head on. They have a superstar in Odell Beckham. But I think, and that's how I think they're gonna win this game. I think this is gonna be a game where you kind of go, there's this and there's that, but the Chargers, they do have a good pass rush with Bosa and Ingram. So, but I'm gonna go with the Giants on this one, being at home. Next is the Arizona Cardinals at Philadelphia Eagles. If David Johnson was playing this game, I would pick the Arizona Cardinals. And I'm not just trying to throw shade or anything like that. Is Arizona Cardinals like how they did to they used to beat my Cowboys. They have a good record in recent years over the Philadelphia Eagles. But I think Philadelphia is gonna finally beat them and all that. LeGarrette Blount really showed up last week. Their defense, Carson Wentz has looked solid. Their defense, getting the pass rush and everything, it's gonna really help out. But if anything, Arizona, hey, help a brother out. Next is the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think offensively, I think they can hang with this team. But you just don't know which Jacksonville Jaguars is gonna show up. So I'm gonna go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Next is the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. I got the Los Angeles Rams. They've been playing very great football. Defensively, they're not all that, but but they do have Aaron Donald versus one of the worst offensive lines in the league. So good luck to Russell Wilson on that. And then on top of that, Seattle has not been always a juggernaut on the road. And the Rams also have a little of a dominance over the Seattle Seahawks. I think it was last year or the year before. I think they swept them, and so they've been doing a very good job against the Seahawks. The Rams do. The Baltimore Ravens at the Oakland Raiders. This is gonna be an upset a little bit. I'm gonna go with the Baltimore Ravens. I don't like EJ Manuel. So unless Khalil Mack has one of those games where he just absolutely steps up and dominates this game, same as Marshawn Lynch. Unless those two guys really just have dominating games, I don't see them beating the Baltimore Ravens. Next is the Kansas City Chiefs at the Houston Texans. This is gonna be my upset of the week. Houston Texans is gonna win this game. Kansas City, they flirted with danger this past Monday. What their names are? The Washington Redskins. Washington Redskins looked like they had this game in control for a lot of the game, but in the end, Kareem Hunt started going off in the fourth quarter, and that's how it went. But I think the Houston Texans being at home, having that defense, Deshaun Watson is the real deal. Um, what's his name? Hopkins is one of the best receivers out there, and with Lamar Miller and all that, it's this is gonna be a very entertaining game. But I'm gonna go with the upset of the week here. Next is on Monday Night Football, Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears. Trubisky makes his debut, and I'm gonna go with in a semi upset. I'm gonna go with the Chicago Bears. I think the crowd is gonna be jacked up. I know some people go, "Oh, you booed him" and all that. I think they booed the trade, not the kid. I think this was like, he wasn't like touted as this Andrew Luck type kind of guy. But he is. He was very impressive in the preseason and everything, and him with Howard and Cohen, and having that, and this is a division rivalry. I mean, unless the Minnesota's defense just really takes over this game, and losing Dalvin Cook was a heartbreaker for them. So I'm gonna go with the Chicago Bears in a kind of semi upset, whatever. All right, all for watching. Panila boys, go Cowboys.